migrated from the LRA war from northern Uganda to Karuma, Bunyoro, but until today, they have not been compensated. And here we are talking about rural electrification. Of course, when you engage the minister, he paints, okay, for us in Kiriandong, we refer to him as Chemical Ali. Remember the Chemical Ali? Yes, who was in Saddam Hussein's government, who would do a lot of PR.
Why don't you leave those issues in Kiriandong, Honorable, instead of clarifying them on the floor? You can just, you can conclude on a line.
It's the pain that we're going
know
through.
The pain.
Our people should be compensated. The president came there when he was to commission the project. That was in 2024. I remember in September. The president asked them to engage the population and arrange a meeting between the PAPs and the president. But up to today...
Honorable, we put money in the budget, in this year's budget. Okay? So maybe only
but they gave us 10 billion, but compensation needs about 60 billion, because for them they want to construct houses for these pups and relocate them to a national park in Nwoya.
Okay.
But we don't want that. At least let them give people money. Even if they give us 50 million per family, it's better than constructing a house at the national park where animals will also come to chase away people.
Thank you.
The place is called Lapono in Nwoya, but we are not comfortable with that. Let them give these old people money or compensation, then we go and buy land elsewhere and construct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Honourable Minister, I don't want this issue swallowed up. Let's sort this issue now. But information is given to a member on the floor. That's what our rules say.
Right, Honourable Speaker. What Honourable Linus is talking about is a case which is at its conclusion. The money was released, and we're actually taking the PAPs to show their land where the houses are going to be built, and the plans for the houses have actually been approved by government. And for the fear of wildlife, it is going, that area is going to be fenced with an electric wire.
So, Honourable Minister, why don't you engage leaders from the region? Okay, why? Can you engage with the leaders? Can you call the Honourable Linus? Because me, I'll be giving him space on the floor if you don't do that.
Right, Honourable Speaker. The Committee of Environment and Natural Resources is actually scheduled to be in that region on Friday. And one of the things we are going to talk is actually today, the PAPs, assuring them that the land and the plans for the houses have actually gone beyond where we can reverse to getting money to the population.
Thank you. But Honourable, I think you had my advice, engage leaders. Because if you bring Honourable Linus on board, he will go and talk to his people. But if you don't, you'll find it difficult in you doing your work. So just let's resume on the debate. So I had picked a few colleagues, Honourable Bia, Honourable Musa, Honourable Biara, Honourable Cadet, Honourable Ik, Honourable Kashari, Honourable... Yes, I'm going to pick here.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, for this opportunity. First of all, I want to thank the Minister for the report, and I had the opportunity to look at the report. Right Honourable Speaker, my situation of power in my constituents can only be compared to Obongi district in West Nile. And this is due to a situation created by ministry. If you look at all the projects we have in West Nile, you see that the projects that go to refugee hosting districts. But when these projects reach the district, they only limited it to refugee hosting sub-counties. But I want to thank the minister. 2 months ago, the team was sent to the constituency committees for the implementation of the project. But what I want to plead with the minister to see that this project doesn't suffer the fate of most of the projects that we have in the country. highlighted in the report. One of the biggest challenges to the sector is funding. And he made an appeal that this House should reconsider the 5% which was removed when we amended the energy law. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to agree with the Minister. We know that energy is one of the key enablers. All of us need power in our rural constituents. And if we cannot allocate resources for power for the ministry, and then we should allow the ministry to mobilize resources. My view is that we should really consider the charge on bulk purchase of power. We could do about 2 to 5%, 2 to 3%, not necessarily 2.5%. But the ministry need to look at the reasons for which this charge was removed. One of the arguments was that we needed to remove monopoly so that we can have many entities have bulk purchase of power.
Thank you. Honorable colleagues, we are doing only 2 minutes each, so be cautious. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I thank the Minister for the presentation, but I would want to also, in the footsteps of my colleague, to say that in Bunyaruguru, we have over 11,000 households with no access to the electricity grid. That translates to 61,000 people without electricity. Now, we all know that electricity is the basis for a modern economy. Now, when we talk about transforming Uganda, you cannot transform it without electricity. And therefore, when you look at the government data, Honorable Speaker, in Bunyaruguru we have over 60,000 people between 30 years and 15 years who are not educated, not in employment, and not in training. And the only way of getting those people out of poverty through inclusive transformation is by making sure that we have electricity, extensions in the constituency, more so the most affected areas like Ndangara, Mugogo, and many others. It is through that we shall develop them through trainings in Juwakali, carpentry, saloon, hotels, small restaurants, and we cannot do that minus electricity. Honorable colleagues, if we don't have electricity in our constituencies, trust me that only 20% will come back, or it will lead also to monetization of the elections. Therefore, it is important that we assign money, that we have enough electricity that transform our constituencies and districts. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, I had allowed Ik.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. For record purposes, my name is Lukwang Hilary. I represent people of E County in Kabong District. Mr. Speaker, I've been writing for the last 11 years, requesting for power from 2016 up to now. I have never captured an eye of the duty bearer. Since that time, Mr. Speaker, we have been singing about affirmative action for the marginalized and the regions that are still behind. But it seems that unless you have connections, then you can get. These ministers lie every day. They like lying us. They don't tell us the truth. Honestly, in every project, there must be the beginning and the end. And we want the minister to tell us that when are we starting to receive power and when will it end? Because we have not seen it. We have schools, we have health centers. We are talking about promoting ICT. How shall we connect a computer to PowerPoint if you don't have? We are talking about promoting ICT. How shall we connect a computer to PowerPoint if you don't have power in your school? How shall we mix the reagents in the lab if you don't have power? How shall we get access the machines that diagnose the patients without the power? Mr. Speaker, we need an action. We need affirmative action, for sure, to be honest. Honorable Minister been coming to your office. My letters are in your office. Please help us and give us power. Otherwise, our voters will not be happy with us unless you are saying.
Thank you. Now maybe for the new colleagues, okay, for the information of the new colleagues. Honorable Hilary Rokwang presents the IC. The IC presents the IC. The IC in Kabong. The IC are some of the endangered tribes. So the IC, the Tepet, the Batwa, and the Banyabindi. I think, huh? Yes, Banyabindi of Kasesa. I think they are 4. And you remember the president, why I brought out this, so that Honourable Minister, you give it the serious attention.
In the dynamic investment.
The president telling us around 2,000 voters, but it's because of their nature. So they are in the mountains, and Honourable Eek has been the advocate. And
Honourable, can I correct the information? Because most of my colleagues always like saying that I have 1,000 voters. Yes. Honestly, we are 17,000 people. Now, how many can be the voters? If you can calculate.
You tell us.
So we have around 9,000 voters. You visit NRM office, you get an electoral commission. You get the real number of voters in each county.
Thank you.
So you should not talk just like airs.
Thank you.
You need to get the facts.
Thank you. Now, so Honourable, colleagues, please sit. Honourable, I'm strengthening your case. I'm making a case for you on why you need affirmative action. Because Honourable Minister, Honourable Hilary Rokwang, has done a big job in reaching out to many of us to come and support the IC. Remember, there is a time we were talking about how many have up to A level who would qualify. It was a very, very small number. And I think now we're talking about how many have up to A level who would qualify. It was a very, very small number. And I think now we've been working out, there is even one we were working on a scholarship, for medicine. Was it medicine? Okay, he's doing his level best to ensure he gets more qualified people.
Actually, in the education sector, I pay about 80 students. Yeah. I have 10 in Metropolitan University. The one I'm paying.
Yeah.
I have 45 in Wick City School. The one I pay. Yeah. I have 2 in Jinja.
Thank you.
Senior so, I have 5 in Kabong SS. Yeah. I have 2 in Jubilee, in Karenga, no. And so many others. So I don't need to exhaust my list. I thank you.
Thank you. So Honourable colleagues, Honourable Hilary Rokwanga visited me in office, and we really talked. Really, he uses his emoluments and salary to educate his people so that he can have. He told me his dream is to have at least around 1,000 IC who can finish A level, who can be qualified to. So, Honourable Minister, I've gone into details of all this so that the IC of Kabong, you give them special attention. The IC, the Tepet, those 2 endangered tribes in Karamoja, they need to be given serious attention. And I'm going to follow up with you on that. I know even Mitoma, I have my challenges, but I'm going to follow up seriously with you on the issue of the IC of Kabong to ensure that endangered tribe is supported. Yes, so I was still on this side. I had allowed Honourable Biara, and then Queen, Buko, yes, and then Honourable Patrick. Then I first go on this side. Yes, Honourable Biara, Manuel.
Biara, just come. How sure is this they had picked? They forgot.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. My queries to the Honourable Minister is that, for example, in the Bulambuli constituency, we have lines that have been constructed but they pass a full sub-county without connectivity to the households. So is the rural electrification program just a construction program or really a transformative action that is supposed to change the households? And Right Honorable Speaker, one of my colleagues hinted on very important sector, the health sector. We have health center 3s that have been constructed by government, but you find the nurses are using actually torches in the process of operations and helping mothers who are giving delivery. Can it be an action that for public institutions, for example, health centers, even churches, I don't know whether, Right Honorable Speaker, the church you constructed in Vitereko has power, but for us who are in the Christian world, we want to praise and worship. So please, the education sector, myself personally, I've tried to help in connecting schools, all girl, like schools for girl children, but there are also other schools within most of the constituencies that don't have power. Please, Honorable Minister, we are here to support you, but there are also other schools within most of the constituencies that don't have power. Please, Honorable Minister, we are here to support you, but please do the necessary. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Buko? Then Kashari. Then.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. My name is Tete Chelangat Evelyn, Member of Parliament, Bukwa District. I raise an issue. I want to thank government, this government, NRM government. It has done a lot. In Bukwa District, it has constructed a road, which is very powerful. There is no road in this country that can be compared to our road, yet it was the worst. Mr. Speaker, sir, this road is no road in this country that can be compared to our road, yet it was the worst. Mr. Speaker, sir, this road is there, and I want to thank God for government. Electricity has been installed in Bukwa District, right from Kapchorwa up to the border. But unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, sir, the electricity is just along the road. Maybe very few schools and very few health centers are benefiting from electricity. But those roads, those other institutions, like, okay, those ones which are far away from the road don't have. We have 9 seed schools, 9 government schools constructed by World Bank. Very powerful, but no electricity. No power, no nothing. Even the health centers which are far away from the road, they don't have electricity. It is unfortunate. Some 2 months, a woman was taken to a hospital, pregnant woman. And because we didn't have electricity, there was no generator, the doctors used a phone to operate the woman. Unfortunately, she died. We have just buried her. So, and even along the road, we don't have transformers. The power is just there, but they are.
Thank you. Honourable Minister has taken note. Kashari.
Thank you.
And then Honourable Yagarachi, Honourable Naruyima.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Just Honourable Kashava, you're seated on the front bench of the shadow cabinet, and you can't catch my eye when you're in that position. Yes, Honourable Martin, I will pick you. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. For the record, my name is Amusingus Patrick, a representative for Kashari North constituency. Right Honourable Speaker, I'm delighted for having been given an opportunity to talk about electricity, which is a concern for all of us. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to bring to our attention that in the places of Omukagorora, Wamhiji, Buyenje, and Malpapasi Nibisia, we've had transformers which went down 5 months back. To date, nothing has ever been done. And we have schools, we have hospitals, so it really beats my understanding to begin, or I'm inclined to think that maybe it's the public service mentality of doing things, I'm sorry to say. Because I remember I worked in public service sometime back in Uganda Telecom, and we were headhunted to come and revive and revitalize the company. And these are the similar ways of doing things, how things were being done. That mentality of I don't care as long as my salary is coming into my pockets. I'm sorry to say that. Right Honorable Speaker, I would request that there is a place called Akajera on your way to Uganda. It's a very serious, powerful trading center with so many shops and business. But we just lack a transformer only. The former MPs have written, I've written myself, we have taken their technicians from UEDCL. We just need a transformer for Omakajera so that we revive that place also to get electricity. And last, my point is I request that we see that all over Uganda and all members of parliament, they are crying about electricity, electricity, electricity. Let's apportion and we say of the 100% electricity that maybe we are going to distribute, let's give each district this percentage so that we are aware and we follow up on those portions of percentages so that I'm 100% sure that this is what I'll be getting in a year. Thank you very much. I beg to submit, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Now I'm on opposition. If you are not opposition, yes. Yeah. Now, colleagues, let me guide you. Okay, just sit, I guide you. Okay? Yes, I just want to make it very easy for you so that you follow how I do things when I'm here. So, I've picked from NRM. Now I have to pick from opposition. After picking from opposition, I'll pick independence. Okay? After picking independence, I go back from opposition. After picking from opposition, I'll pick independence. Okay? After picking independence, I go back to NRM. Now, I know there are some NRM who are here. But usually, I look at NRM who are NRM. Now, I know there are some NRM who are here. But usually, I look at NRM who are here in case this side is full. When this side has space, I don't know why NRM rushed to sit this side. So, me, I understand NRM side is here. So if you're NRM, I request you to sit this side. If it is full, I will declare free sitting. Okay? Or it will be difficult for you to catch my eye because I'll be consulting with the leader of opposition and show me your members whom I can pick. Okay? No, that side is okay. Honorable Bigger Rose where you are, that side is okay. I know, yes, Honorable Kori, I know that side is okay. Okay? I know that side is okay. I'm meaning this side, especially this corner, including the business class where Honorable Ed is seated. But if you get full, then I allow free sitting for this side. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So now I'm picking opposition. And even in opposition, colleagues, I try to balance. I look at all parties that are in. So I'm picking NUP.
I own these shops myself.
But Honorable Speaker, my people are watching here. And one of them sent me a message. Honorable Speaker, since 1997, I have 39 parishes in the constituency. The biggest percentage of the parishes, they don't have power. Since 1997, the time we got the district as Bujiri. And even those small parts that have wires and the transformer and the poles, Honorable Speaker, power is not consistent. Power just comes in 30 minutes, and within that 30 minutes, it goes off for a week. In the whole district, Honorable Speaker, this is unfair. The biggest population in the Bujiri district, Honorable Speaker, most of them, they depend on this. They depend on electricity to get what to eat. So, Honorable Minister, we are really disappointed. We are disappointed. Kindly come here and clean the name. You know, people of Busoga, they are over-complaining because they know power is from River Nile. You cannot explain anything. You cannot tell them anything about power. So, right, Honorable Minister, convince the people of Busoga so that they can allow us to talk to them when power is off. Lastly, in your report,
Honorable Narima.
Honorable Speaker, when power is off. Lastly, in your report,
Honorable Narima.
Honorable Speaker, 1 minute, kindly.
Honorable Narima.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable.
Honorable Narima.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, on this matter, when I peruse through the statement, we are finding that the minister is not providing adequate, actually it's not anywhere there in the statement, on the matters of submarine power cables. For some of us who are having islands, we are not seeing this being affected. The connection of electricity, hydroelectric power to islands. I have Busi Islands. We are praying that really you work on electricity in the islands. Zinga Health Center 3 is one of those affected areas. And also, when you talk about Wakiso in Dabusiro North, areas of Masuli, Mayumba, Kachiri, up to this day, we are still looking at affected areas. And also, when you talk about Wakiso in Dabusiro North, areas of Masuli, Mayumba, Kachiri, up to this day, we are still looking at those political polls. The ones you deposited there 7 years back, up to this day, we don't have lines and connection to the households. We are praying that you please revisit these areas where you connected power, rather where you put poles and power is not there. We are praying that you make us good by ensuring that also health centers, especially those health center 3s that offer maternity services, are catered for countrywide. I thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Kenauma.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, mine is a clarification going to the Minister. I remember in the 11th Parliament, there was a project called Scale Up Project, which was launched in your district in Mitoma. And members of Parliament from various districts we are given a percentage that each district will be demarcated and transformers will go to different areas of the district. Up to now, I don't know whether that project is still ongoing because we went and even informed our people that power is now coming. Right Honourable Speaker, this is an alarming situation because as I go now, even my district, the health centers, which does not even have power. We even have 6 schools, which does not even have power. Sometimes when you tell people it's a government program is going to come, they say you are not representing them well. We really request that power should be connected, and if possible, I want to implore this for Parliament. We are now starting a budgeting process, representing them well. We really request that power should be connected, and if possible, I want to implore this for Parliament. We are now starting a budgeting process. If we could put something, some good amount of money, and we budget for electricity to be connected to all the districts throughout the country. I want to thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable, if you can recollect, the other week the Minister presented a comprehensive statement on that SCARA project. It's the one which prompted us, because when the debate started, you could see it was off SCARA. So I said, you better bring an updated statement so that we debate from an informed point of view. So the statement is there, and the colleagues, is part of the debate.
Households in Oyam and the institutions, including health centers and schools, have access to electricity, are connected to the national grid. On the report, Mr. Speaker, the Minister's implementation report, specifically Table 5 and 6 of your report on the current flagship program, whereas other districts, including the neighboring districts, are reflected on those tables, Oyam has nothing, 0 kilometers. And I would like clear clarification on that, Honourable Minister. But Mr. Honorable Minister, last year out of pity, I think, for Yam North, you directed that at least 3 transformers be given to connect Oyam Health Center 3s to the grid. Nothing has happened after endless surveys, survey after survey. So I'm requesting for clarification. Is that directive still standing of the 3 transformers, and when might we have it? Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Let me pick FDC, I pick DP.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Chiria Grace Wanzala, my names. I'm the Member of Parliament representing Butembe, Nijinja District. Mr. Speaker, I want to re-echo what I have seen in the age that I have in Butembe. The greatest power line there was established in 1976 to transport power to an oil mill in Luka. The wires just pass over the entire sub-county. Fortunately, in the scale-up project where they wanted to drop power, a transformer was dropped in Bugovia. The power there, the transformer cannot supply the village, and that's where the health center is. The power becomes dim. I don't know how to term that word. It comes dim. Evening hours, you see as if the lights are fading. What does that imply? There is no single evening hours, you see as if the lights are fading. What does that imply? There is no single, even maize mill, that can be established in that trading center. And it looks to be the main trading center in the sub-county. What makes me wonder is that out of the 21,000 households, it is only 7,540 households having power. A district near the power dam that was built in 1956. I am wondering if that district is at that level. Then what about Ike? Then there is a problem. We need to start thinking positively in our country, colleagues. PDM, then there is a problem. We need to start thinking positively in our country, colleagues. PDM, if we...
Sorry, thank you. Honorable Court.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Court, I have here Mitiana wants other procedure.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm Makumbi Henry Kamya, representing the people of Mitiana South. Mr. Speaker, the other time we were here, the minister presented a fair statement, and you told him to go and look for another better statement, more comprehensive. And Mr. Speaker, we have noticed the level of desperation and the level of need of electricity in this country. And I see we are continuing to dig. We shall talk about power until the cows or goats come back. Because we need power, Mr. Speaker. Isn't it procedurally right at this level, Mr. Speaker, to just unanimously agree as a House, honorable members of Parliament, and agree on a special loan, if possible, to the Ministry of Energy to look for money and give power like we had started in the 10th Parliament? Mr. Speaker, wouldn't it be procedure right so that at this stage you rule and we agree on the source of funding to the Ministry of Energy? Because all of us want to talk, and even those who have...
Thank you. Now, thank you. Now, first of all, Honorable, Article 93 of the Constitution does not give us that power. It limits us. Okay? Anything that has a charge on the consolidated fund must come from the executive. Okay? So we cannot come and we say, because we have debated and we say everyone wants power, let's agree on a special loan. Now, we determine how much, for example, if we wanted to agree on it. Should say $2 billion, $1 billion, what? Okay? So, but number two, honorable colleagues, I know I'm saying repetitive, but this is deliberate. I want members to raise issues of their constituencies. Because their constituencies are watching, they need to be heard. Okay? Whether it's adding much value to what the minister is doing or not, but
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
And then Honorable Kero.
Mr. Speaker.
Then I go to independence. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thank the Minister for the report because it brought all the honesty out. This report has provided to us the realities on the ground. A number of colleagues have been speaking here stating where power is not available. I read the report. Under rural electrification, Mr. Minister, if I take my district of Omoro, yes, nearly every sub-county has been mentioned as having power. But let us see critically where these electricity are located, how they were selected, where they should be put. One wonders. My thinking is that the priorities when expanding these electricities should go to health centers, should go to schools. The last time we had connections in Omoro was when we were still under Gulu district. We had a connection in Aremo, supplying only a distance of about 1 kilometer, leaving the health center. Now I've seen under rural electrification, another sub-county has been put, Abuga sub-county. Still again, giving an extension of only about 1 kilometer, leaving Avoch health center. This is health center 3. But Mr. Minister, I would also advise that when planning for these projects, you have to coordinate with other ministries. We have schools where computers have been sent, they are redundant because there is no power. We have health centers which have been upgraded. Sent, they are redundant because there is no power. We have health centers which have been upgraded.
Thank you. Honorable Okero.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank the Minister for the statement he has made. But my people of Nuaya East also would like to appreciate the connections that were done under REA. Some connections were done. Some lines are okay, others are not. Mr. Speaker, the target of the rural electrification was that it should reach sub-county headquarters, health centers, schools, and trading centers. In my constituency, 3 sub-counties remain without electricity. Mr. Speaker, we have also a seed secondary school, an investment of 3.2 billion, without any line near it. Even the road access to that school, you have to go through Yam in order to deliver materials. I would just plead with the minister to make sure that where government is investing such huge amount of money should be facilitated with electricity. Mr. Speaker, also in my constituency, there is a 17-kilometer line which I actually asked the manager in the area, and he told me the line was compromised. And he explained to me that some materials were poor quality that cannot deliver electricity. In that line, Mr. Speaker, the power is too weak. It is there always, but it is too weak even for a single phase welding.
I plead with the minister to investigate what happened and do things that are quality so that things are done once and you move on to the next. I thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me pick on about historical and I'll pick on Magora. Karwanga, I'll give you a chance, don't mind. Okay? Let me pick historical Magora, then I go in a single matter.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, on issue of electricity, we always speak with vigor because we think that Uganda has it all. If it's poles, we have the cheap poles. That we plant our trees and we move. To our dismay, we find it, the ministry find it hard or to make it expensive, maybe to benefit. In order, they go move even an extra mile to import concrete poles of electricity. So that they promise us they are giving us a good service. But we wonder, Right Honourable Speaker, we have areas which are developing on high speed, and many youth are coming up to work. But what is may you find it, they are stuck. I'll tell you, I have areas like Kabunyata, Chichusa, Busika, Vumba, Champis. Those areas, if they get electricity, they don't even wait for PDM. They can sustain themselves. But now we are making young to beg because we have failed to put the environment which can make them work for themselves. Two, there is also a situation where government must even supply electricity because they also benefit. Once they supply electricity, they employ people. There is a service fee where people can even just survive. Now if you have electricity, people are moving around. But now they have a transferred challenge. You know, we had a Umeme was like a wife who was going to move away from home. Now they left everything like that. Now load shedding is normal in our areas. You find by 7 now, in all that part of Ruero, you can't find electricity. Now animal theft is on increase because now they know that by 7, total darkness, now you wait. That's why you are crying.
Thank you. I'll do 1, 2. I'm on independence now. Independence only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. For the record, this Emmanuel Magola Matovu, MP for Busro East in Wakiso District. For the people of Busro East constituency, which is a constituency of less than 10 kilometers from Kampala, we have sub-counties of Mende and Wakiso, and some of my honorable colleagues, you stay in these areas. But you find we take 3 to 4 days without power. 2 weeks. When we talk about rural electrification, and some we take 3 to 4 days without power. 2 weeks. When we talk about rural electrification, in sub-counties of Mende, sub-counties of Wakiso, and some parts of Chengera Town Council, they don't have power. This program, is it for districts outside the Kampala metropolitan, or we are also included? Thank you.
Honorable Singoma.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, there is a session or two which I've not attended on this debate, but at the risk of bringing up something which has already been discussed here, allow me to bring up the aspect of cost. Already been discussed here. Allow me to bring up the aspect of cost. Right Honourable Speaker, my people in Hoima City, Speaker, my people in Hoima City have made it categorically clear to me and to all of us, the leaders of the city, that the electricity charges are just too exorbitant and they cannot afford. Right Honourable Speaker, even if we succeed in improving on the connectivity, the mere fact that the people, the wananchi, are not in a position to afford payment of the rates, their aspirations of getting power may continue to be a pipe dream. So, Right Honorable Speaker, can the Minister tell us if there are any intentions on the part of government to consider easing the cost of power so that our people, the wananchi, to whom all of these projects are supposed to target, can benefit? Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, I've looked at the documents that the Minister has given us and his statements. I've found that we, the people from Teso, those projects have not covered us. I looked at the last one, only Serere district has been covered. And Teso, apart from Karamoja and West Nile, we are the most affected when it comes to electricity. The electricity that we have only pass through the main roads, but the hinterland is so much affected, specifically in Soroti. When I look at the first document, it covered the city and some constituencies, but the constituency of Dakabela, not even one parish has been mentioned. I have 24 parishes. Out of the 24 parishes, only 6 has electricity. In one of the trading centers, which had power, 1 year ago in June last year, that is Anyeri, which is in Katini sub-county, they took the generator away. Up to now, they don't have that generator. So you can imagine somebody who has used electricity, then they come and take it away. Imagine how they are feeling. I wonder why you take a generator away and then don't bring it for 1 year. The transformer, it's the transformer. They took a transformer away for 1 year. Up to now, they don't have it. They're always calling me, and that happened to be my parish. So you can imagine they think they don't have leaders. So the minister, please help us. Help us. Thank you. Now, before the colleagues I had picked, I want to make a special exemption to the Shadow Minister for Energy, because the Committee on Natural Resources is traveling, and I'm the one who gave them permission I think to Karuma. They are traveling to Karuma. I don't know wherever they are going. Yeah, but I just give him 2 minutes.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Then allow him to leave.
Right Honourable Speaker, the Minister said, and he stated it for a fact, and the fact it is, that they inherited a debt of 570 billion shillings, and he stated it for a fact, and the fact it is, that they inherited a debt of 570 billion shillings from Morea, Rural Electrification Agency. And out of Morea, Rural Electrification Agency. And out of that 570 billion, they have received 222 billion. That money is not enough to carry power throughout the whole country. Project affected persons have only received, they are demanding 35 billion shillings. That being stated, Right Honourable Speaker, should it be known that in the financial year, between February 2025 and March 2026, government sold power to Kenya, Rwanda, Congo, and Sudan to a tune of 72 million US dollars. That comes to 267 billion shillings. My question to the minister is, why don't you use that money for rural electrification? Because you can see the entire country is crying. Let it be known that there are 33 million Ugandans who don't have power. Everybody is complaining about power. And it's a fact, we need to address this issue. Right, Honorable Speaker, the government is committing 33 to 34 trillion shillings to the Buyende project, nuclear power project. The first megawatt will be produced in 2031. Why?
Just let me allow you a minute as a shadow minister. Yeah.
Why don't we first wait to invest for 2031? Because right now we have deemed energy that is not being used simply because...
Point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Is it in order for a whole shadow minister to stand before the nation and tell them naked lie that the government of Uganda is exporting power to South Sudan or Sudan? Is in order.
Honourable Minister, are you exporting power to South Sudan?
We commissioned lines, distribution lines along the border areas. So some of it goes to South Sudan.
So the honourable member is in order, but I won't demand an apology from you, Honourable Linus.
Thank you. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, my other issue was some of us ought to do some research because we are paid for it. And we have research assistants who can help us.
Now you have started quarreling.
Right Honourable Speaker, my other issue was about the Buyende nuclear power project. That project is going to cost us 33 to 34 trillion shillings. We expect, that is $9 billion US. That project is going to produce the first megawatt in 2031. Why do we commit a lot of money for the future, and yet in the current, in the present, where we need about 550 billion to carry power to rural areas, why don't we forfeit the first project of 10 billion, 9 billion, 55 trillion for present, where we need only 33, 34, 500 billion shillings? I would recommend that the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development be asked. The Minister of Energy and Mineral Development be asked. The Minister of Energy and Mineral Development be asked. The Minister of Energy and Mineral Development be asked to produce the proposal, the project, and how it was started, the one that is in Buyende, against, and they give us the certificate of financial implication of that project. Because, Right Honourable Speaker, it is in Buyende, against, and they give us the certificate of financial implication of that project. Because, Right Honourable Speaker, by 2031, the project will have cost Ugandans 45 trillion shillings.
Now,
adjusted by inflation.
Now, Honourable Shadow Minister, you have power. I think it should be Rule 55. Should be Rule 55 of our Rules of Procedure. I just wanted to, yes, Rule 55 of our Rules of Procedure. You have room as a Shadow Minister of bringing a statement that would give an alternative view, okay, to what the minister is doing on the other side. Now, that sound is so big, okay, for it to be brought in casually. Why don't you work out with the lead of opposition? Of course, you bring it under the lead of opposition. Yeah, and you come, you say, Honourable Minister, I've seen in the budget, in the work plans, you have A, B, C, D. This is a huge project at 3 trillion. I don't know the figure personally. You know, and we debate and you add value. Yeah.
Right, Honourable Speaker, given time, I'm going to come up with that report and table it on the floor of Parliament.
Sure.
I thank you.
Thank you. So let's continue. Now, colleagues, I was proposing, because I'm seeing the way the debate is going, we are just informing the minister of our issues. So for me to be able to capture nearly all of you, I'm going to reduce this to 1 minute. So that I give, yes, I would rather do 1 minute and I capture more of you, okay? Because we are not going to make any resolution on this matter. We are giving information to the minister mainly, so that I can capture, I can cover many of you. I'm still this side. Now I'm on independence.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I have heard from the Line Ministry. He has given a list of projects that is going to be done in different districts. My district, Dokolo, has a challenge of connectivity. I have places in Dokolo South, especially Dokolo Town Council, Eastern Ward, Central Ward, in fact, all the wards. They even don't, those cells even don't appear like they're in urban setting. I would wish to get from the Land Ministry whether he has a plan for Dokolo Town Council. Even other parishes like Kangai Town Council has become an urban setting. We don't have electricity. Other parishes like Adegino Parish, we don't have electricity. We don't need electricity just because of light, but we need electricity for production and for business. We need to compel the young generation.
Thank you, Honourable Muchibi. No, let's.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Emmanuel Ilukol is my name. I want to say for the case of Karamoja is quite different. Rural electrification has only become a navigation route. Those poles have become a navigation route for the raiders. Because you came and put for us the poles, and now no light on the poles, so the raiders now use it for navigation to reach to their destinations. The town councils themselves that were targeted are not getting the power. For instance, just next to the State House in Moliringa at my constituency, there is an health center in Moliringa, Health Center 2, and a primary school that had to buy solars to connect, yet the poles are just passing by, going to the State House.
Thank you. Muchibi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Minister, in Butambala, I am usually invited to fundraise because, first of all, the power lines are usually vandalized. Currently, there is a village called Bwetiaba where the wires were stolen off 9 poles. That has been, that happened 6 months ago. Then the transformers usually burst. I don't know what word you use, but what happens, they tell me that vandals steal some oils, something, precious oils from what happens there. Then the people who work at your offices usually ask the users to call.
Yes. Yeah, colleagues, you see I guided you, okay? Yeah, that you just, because I would rather, I allow 2-3 minutes, I pick only 20, or I allow 1 minute, I pick 60. Yeah. So, yes, Shetana.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Many of the issues raised here cut across many of our constituencies, but there is a particularly unique issue I want to raise with the Minister. We recently had an issue in the central market in Tororo. After trade order, majority of the traders were asked to go back. But there's a company that has privatized power, and units are being sold more expensive, and the traders are buying sub-meters at about 600,000 shillings. Right Honourable Speaker, I request the Minister to take this on in all the 18 municipalities that have markets and get a solution that is more cost effective for all the traders in order to operate business now that trade order has been executed. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Pingire.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I am Ojit Peter, representing Pingire County, Sera District. Ever since I've been growing in the biggest center in our constituency, with the biggest secondary school in the county, the past leaders decided to dodge us. But I request, Honorable Minister, to really send a team of surveyors to that town called Pingire Corners. We do not have power. Very many children do not even know how a pole looks like. Honorable Speaker, we request the Pingire County is considered seriously for the sake of peace. I wish to submit.
Thank you, Akos. Then Christina Parot. Unpick the ladies. Men we have dominated so much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Akoth Angela Zochire, District Woman Representative Tororo. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to know the criteria that is being used to choose which places are given electricity. You'll find Village A has electricity, Village B has electricity, then C and D are skipped, and Village E will get electricity. And this is such a big challenge for us. Where I come from in my village in Peipei, I do not have power. What is happening now is that the locals are turning to us, the leaders, to support them with buying solar, something that should have been done by government. So I request the minister to look into this and support us. Thank you.
Thank you. Christine, then Bugweri.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Once again, I'm the one who is blessed to have a Minister of State for Energy. The minister supported, a number of lines were opened, but the lines are taking so many years to realize the power. May I find out from my dear minister, when will you do the work on the surveyed areas in Ameje, Kabata, and others? Number two, Right Honorable, there is connection that is supposed to have been completed to Omatenga landing site connecting to Katakwi district where the Vice President hails from. The polls are standing there. The voters are asking, were the polls meant for the votes? When will the real power be connected in the entire Kumi sub-county and Kumi?
Thank you. Yes, I had picked Bugweri. Okay, let me start with the red in red. The Honorable Correct.
Okay. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Awuma Janet, Woman Member of Parliament for Malata District. I would like to bring to the attention of the House that according to the Ministry of Agriculture, Uganda is producing 727,000 tons of fish. And Uganda is producing 727,000 tons of fish. And as the district bordering Lake Kyoga, we are contributing 134 billion, meaning as a district of Amolata and the entire district bordering Lake Kyoga, we are contributing to the national economy. I have my question. Right, Honorable Minister for Energy and Mineral, what is the total estimated budget for providing a reliable...
Just concluded. Just conclude that question only.
Okay. I would say how much is estimated to provide the reliable electricity to the people of Amolata district, since we border the Lake Kyoga, which contributes so much into national economy of Uganda. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bugweri.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Stella Maris Nankwanga, the woman representative, Bugwe District, on the issue of electricity. Honorable Minister, many villages in Bugwe don't have electricity, and also the trading centers. We have trading centers along highways. For example, Nawangisa, it doesn't have electricity. In some areas, poles have been put in place, but the wires have not been connected. In some areas, measurements have been carried out, and it has given our people high hopes, but unfortunately, no work has been done. Then also there is also another issue of frequent blackouts, especially in town councils. For example, Busembatia Town Council, Right Honorable Speaker.
Now, I'll come back to independence, and I'll start with Honorable Marshall when I come. So, Honorable Muzari.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, why is it still a nightmare for one to have a Yaka meter? One, it's expensive. Two, even where you have money to get it is a problem. You have to push in through bribes. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, we need to, I think, to begin to assess these agencies where we rationalized. For instance, REA was taken back to Ministry of Energy. But Right Honorable Speaker, since that time, it has just been a rhetoric from the minister. I am going to do this, we are going to do this, we are going to do this. So, by the way, I was impressed with your statement, but I'm worried because that is what has been the case for the last 3 years. Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Bigaros. Then Brian.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, we refugee hosting districts really didn't think would be back on the floor of Parliament to talk about electricity. We thought it was a done deal. But on ground, it's only sub-counties that have refugees. Yet we are talking about refugee hosting districts. Secondly, the pylons on our way to West Nile fell a year ago. Thank God we have the other power on the other side through Gulu. But the minister has been told that it is vandalism. It's not. I drove, I parked, I entered the bush. I saw it is poor quality material. And 1 year down the road, the minister and the team have refused to put up these pylons. Really? What kind of work is this, I beg you? Thank you. We really want to get a satisfactory answer from...
Thank you. Brian. Then Aja. Then the honorable gentleman behind.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Kapiegon Brian is my name, MP Kongasis County. It is true, our county, Kongasis County, is part of the very many counties that have been mentioned here that are not connected to the national grid. There is a project, a one-stop border point that costed around 180 billion. But even up to date, there's not any electricity that is supplying those areas. We have the opportunity to collect a lot of revenue, but just because we don't have electricity, we cannot collect that electricity. We have areas like Kabnandi, Kapterero. This is a border point that sincerely requires electricity so that this issue of theft cannot happen again, because we realize that they are our neighbors from Kenya, the notorious tribe I don't want to speak about. These are
Thank you. Honorable Aja.
neighbors from Kenya, the notorious tribe I don't want to speak about. These are
Thank you. Honorable Aja.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, the minister or the ministry should be very active because in giving people power, because the more people are connected, the less the price. So they should be connecting us even much more and more to bring down the price of power. So we need to get more free connections for us to move on. Right, Honorable Speaker, I saw in his report the minister saying that a 1 kilometer line is around 100 million. I was putting power in my farm here in Mukono, and it was not less than a kilometer. But I paid over 380 million to get the power and the transformer. Right, Honorable Speaker, it is too much. Lastly, Right, Honorable Speaker, you are in my constituency in Rushachi. You saw people in the middle of town, which is going to be a city, trying for power. So you can imagine how people are yearning for power and we cannot get it. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Now, colleagues who are complaining that time is short, you can say. In a minute is a wrong time, you can say a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and thank you, Honorable Minister, for giving us hope. My name is Tom Aliti, Member of Parliament from Maracha East. My issue is, when will our secondary schools, which were constructed, Seed Secondary Schools, Oleba Seed Secondary School, Kololo Seed Secondary School, constructed, worth 3.9 billion, but not connected to the electricity. And when they requested for connectivity, the ministry requested for 154 million shillings to connect with the 5 poles and 100 kVA transformer, 154 million shillings. And I have not received a response. I wrote to the ministry. What is the way forward in terms of connectivity of our secondary schools, where government used 7 billion shillings over? I think we need some rest.
Thank you. Now, Honorable, you're the Vice Chair of the Budget Committee, so please scrutinize properly when we come to the budget. So, the lady behind, that's Rubirizi? Yes, please. Then Honorable Court Boniface. Then Burisa. Yes, I'm on NRM side. Yeah, I'm on NRM side.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Arnita Geneva Nalongo, woman MP, Rubirizi District. Rubirizi District is known as the food basket of this country, but on top of that, we are among the best coffee farmers in this country. But the agro-processing in Rubirizi is being constrained due to lack of access to electricity. So I hereby call upon the Ministry of Energy to consider Rubirizi's agro-processing so that farmers can add value to their coffee, increase household income, and drive the national economy. I thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Court Boniface.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I have listened to the submissions of my colleagues with envy, because a majority of them will at least have electrical infrastructure, or at least the power itself. In my constituency, Kole South, both concepts are out of our frame of reference. Right Honorable Speaker, the electrical connection to the grid in my constituency is about 2.3% only. And Right Honorable Speaker, we are 20 times below the national average. And what that also means is that it will take my constituency 196 years for the 33,000 households. That's provided they do not increase to be connected to the grid. Right Honorable Speaker, my question to the Minister is what the plan is.
Just conclude that question, Chair.
Thank you. My question is, what is our plan to connect these districts that are critically below the national average, the affirmative action plan, to resuscitate them so that they're also able to get into production? Thank you.
Thank you. Orisa, and then the gentleman, Honorable colleague behind you.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Bigira Nora Nyendoha, Woman MP of Bulisa District. Honorable Speaker, Bulisa District has got an even power distribution in the entire district. The only place that have got power are those that are near the roadside and in the very busy trading centers. We have poles that have not been having power or wires for the last 5 years. We have a challenge as a tourist area that the hospitality industry is being affected. The areas where power is very unstable. Our young people who have been involving themselves in a lot of work cannot be able to access power, and therefore this is endangering them as a region, and there is no way we can be able to be part of the money economy if our young people and the rest of the area cannot be able to access power. So that uneven...
Thank you. Nacho. Thank you. Nacho.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Eric Sabit Dramveko, representing the people of Terego West constituency. I think the biggest problem of the energy sector does not start from the distribution of power itself, but it starts from the nature of the ministry itself. If you look at other ministries, they have representatives in the districts. At local governments, they have representatives. But the energy sector does not have any staff at the local government level. And when they pilot these projects, I don't know who receives them at the local government levels down there. They tend to rely on phone calls to colleagues, and at the end, the work that is done is not correct. That is one. Two, in my constituency, the only factory that we have is at the mercy of some Turkish nationals who have introduced the okra management in Terego West constituency, but there's no power there. This therefore prompts them to turn.
Honorable Draco, I'll give you 1 more minute, and why? Didn't catch my eye. I'm sorry, I want to pay fine over
Actually, Right Honorable Speaker, the spirits of my ancestors have been haunting me for not speaking this. The Turkish have established an okra industry in Terego West constituency, but there's no power. This makes them to turn to wood, and they are causing a lot of environmental dereliction. In order to mitigate this, I want to beg that the only part of Terego that has that in the Biliafe sub-county be connected to power so that we benefit from the rewards of the industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chon. Then Honorable Kujizibwe, then General Ashande.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, the issue of electricity, we have debated for many years. Honorable Minister, today in Otuke, as we are speaking right now, one of the sub-county, the transformer was blown last night. We are losing so much in this country, employment, just because of electricity. And Honorable Minister, I would request, let we honorable members not to keep talking about the power. You know, the word power mean a lot. In other words, we should use electricity, and I would appreciate that each year, let us come and appreciate this ministry. We have never, nobody debated here, we are appreciating. This is one, the request I'm doing. Unfortunately, in Otuke, in 2019, the World Bank, when they came to make the project of electricity, some of the members were compensated for the pole which was planted in their land. And then some, they're still expecting. So this is also one of the key things which is delaying. So when are they going also to compensate those who are not compensated?
Thank you. General Akujizibwe, then General Shande, then Mzee Kasaija.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Akugiziwe Aled, Bururi County, Masindi District. We have sub-counties in Masindi that don't even know how a pole looks like. And that is Kijunjiwa Sub-County, Kijunjiwa Town Council, and Kimengo Sub-County. We have written letters. Officials from the ministry have come around, done some surveys. For the last 3, 4, 5 years, nothing is forthcoming. Right Honorable Speaker, I also want to implore the ministry to do interministerial collaboration.
we were here in 2024. I remember presenting an issue where Maif brought some machinery to add value on our maize in a place called Pakani. The machinery is there, very idle, can't to add value on our maize in a place called Pakani. The machinery is there, very idle, can't do anything just because there is no power.
Minister has taken note.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Brigadier General Emmanuel Rwashanda. I'm from Remiaga. Right Honorable Speaker, Remiaga is unique, with unique situations. I don't know the criteria this ministry uses in giving services of power to the people. Because you find other people have and others don't have at all. For us, we're experiencing darkness that I have never seen anywhere in the world. And where we have every day, Right Honorable Speaker, we lose liters and liters of milk because of lack of services of power. And when we have that, we also contribute to the economy. We also have built some food stores that we cannot even keep our food because of lack of power. Recently we entered into small-scale industries.
So now, Honorable Minister, if a former Bush war hero, I don't want to use the word rebel. Honorable Minister, if a former Bush war hero, I don't want to use the word rebel, saying he's experiencing darkness, he has.
Right Honorable, I thought that actually we would have an independent report on that, but the minister has brought the This is a project of, this was a project of $212 million, which is 780 billion. And when it was brought to Parliament, in the 10th Parliament, we were all excited. It's going to be revolutionary. It was supposed to connect all sub-counties, including new ones, let alone the district. It was supposed to provide 3,401 transformers. But what I'm seeing in the scant information provided is that it provides transformers. But what I'm seeing in the scant information provided is that it provided 1,744 transformers. It was supposed to provide 5,921 kilometers. I think what I'm seeing here is 3,202 kilometers. The bottom line, Right Honorable Speaker.
As former Chair of Natural Resources, let me add you 1 minute.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable. Isn't it time that Parliament takes interest in this project as to what happened, and probably we get an independent investigation on what is it that actually was achieved by this project? Because it's at the heart of all what we're talking about here. It's at the heart of the poles that were planted and then never connected. I move a bit more.
And I was your member, I was a member of your committee. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Honorable Nzima, Honorable Medisa.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. For the record, my name is Katsime Anet Mudisha, the Woman Member of Parliament, Bushenyi District. Allow me to thank the Honorable Minister. Thank you. Allow me to thank the Honorable Minister for updating us on the electricity coverage and the projects that are being executed across the country. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to thank you and the ministry on behalf of the people of Bushenyi that finally the long-standing electric poles are going to be connected to the national grid that were left there by Rural Electrification Agency, according to the minister, in the next 1 year. However, I have 2 issues to request you to do. One is that we need a technical team to do the resurvey before the exercise begin. Some electric poles were vandalized, others were damaged. And when the Rural Electrification Agency...
Thank you. Yes, I had that one of, yes. Oh, one of Nzima, then one of Melissa.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Nzima Fiona, representative of Ivy West constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, Ivy West being in Arua City as one of the busiest cities in the region, actually in the country, is in total darkness. Out of the 18 parishes I have, only 4 have been connected to electricity, and this has been done on individual basis. The 14 are in total darkness, especially we have a Tory, which are at the border of Uganda and we have a Tory, which are at the border of Uganda and Democratic Republic of Congo. And us being at the border, it will be of a great advantage in terms of investment if Ivy West is connected to electricity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Melissa. Then the Honorable colleague next to Honorable Janensio. That one next Honorable Janensio. Sorry, Honorable Janensio, for using you as a reference point.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Honorable Minister, as far as rural electrification is concerned, I bring to you a very serious concern from the people of Yumbe district that I serve. I thank you, you have extended electricity there, but they have a very major challenge of insufficient medium and low voltage distribution networks. This limits connection. Communities really want to establish small industries that can avert poverty, but it's very difficult for them to connect electricity because of this major challenge of insufficient medium and low voltage distribution networks. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Colleagues, I still have enough time. Yes, just to remain seated, I'm going to give you a chance. Thank you. Yeah, please, we still have time. I can still pick around 30 people. So we
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Saleh Mpata. I represent the people of Bunya County South. Honorable Minister, I and my people are looking for your contractor called the NG Equatorio. You contracted to extend power to one of my sub-counties called the Jagus in the islands. They came, excavated holes, and planted a few pylons and abandoned the project, which started in 2021. To date, the project has remained a work in progress, and the people are enraged. Started in 2021. To date, the project has remained a work in progress, and the people are enraged and are threatening violence on your contractor. Kindly, Honorable Minister, may you save the contractor from the impending mob.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
No, Honorable, please, I don't do that. That's not how I work. Okay? Yeah. I said the colleague neighboring you. I didn't say you. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Yes. So, but I'm seeing some of the people whom I allowed to speak last time on electricity, they are standing up. Huh? You know, colleagues, I request you, if you know you spoke. No, I'm going to pick you. Just take your time, okay? I'm making the sacrifice with you. You see, for you, I'm making only a sacrifice of standing up. Me, I'm making a sacrifice of sitting here without moving anywhere. You can go, you pick water, you come back. Me, I don't. So let us sacrifice together, okay? Yeah. So I wanted to pick Maracha, the corner, and then, no, the woman, Maracha. Then the colleague at the far corner, the lady, and then I pick Kisoro, Sam, engineer. say Uganda. Yeah. I'll try to pick all of you, Honorable Korik. No, Honorable Kwizera, I know your issue, I'm picking you at the end. Minister Honorable Kwizera has a legal issue, which I'll need you to address. Please, let's move.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. I would like to know to what extent does the ministry engage and involve the local leadership as far as mapping is concerned? Because I believe they are the ones who know where major towns are, where major institutions are, but many times these institutions are left out just because the local leadership was not involved. So I would like to know to what extent do they involve the local leadership. And it is the reason why my MP was mentioning Olebasi Secondary School, Kololo, and many others were missed out because of low involvement of the local leadership. I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ajilo Maria Goretti, Kalaki District. I would like to report that in 2021, REA mapped my district of Kalaki, but was caught up by the rationalization, and I believe that report is lying somewhere. Now, to date, out of my 10 entities, was caught up by the rationalization, and I believe that report is lying somewhere. Now, to date, out of my 10 entities, 3 sub-counties are not yet connected. That is Otuboi sub-county, Ogwolo sub-county, and Kalaki sub-county. Secondly, on the issues of transformers, whereas the poles and the lines are passing through, the upcoming trading centers that would bring our people to the money economy cannot access power because of no transformers to pull down the power. On transformers again, Kalaki suffers a lot of power outages. Every other month, transformers are blowing.
Thank you. Welcome back, Margaret. Yeah, Maria Goretti, Ajilo.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Alex Nyonsaba. I represent the people of Fumbira South. Right Honorable, the minister 3 years ago promised electricity for my area. In Fumbira South, there is Mugahinga National Park. There are 2 towns. There are several trading centers, actually about 83 of them. There are many secondary schools, there are many primary schools, but the electricity penetration is limited. We have power only passing via the main roads and not going into the rural areas. I would wish to remind the minister, Right Honorable, so that he can consider us for.
Thank you. Honorable, yes, the colleague next, Honorable Alex. No, the one in the brown suit, yes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Ekoro Alex Irukan, representing the people of Bunia County East. I want to bring this to your attention that power in my constituency has remained minimal. And also those who got some little power, there was a payment plan, little power, there was a payment plan that was made for them. And these people have not been paid. They have demanded and are demanded. Now they are on my neck to come and I represent them and ask for their payment. And this has remained a problem. I beg you to submit.
Thank you. Dodosinos.
I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. By this time, Right Honorable Speaker, electricity is supposed to be connected to all parts of the district. Kabong district got electricity 5 years ago. And when electricity entered the district, it has been installed along the main from Kabong to Karenga. I want to say, Right Honorable Speaker, what has happened is that electricity is in trading centers, it is in near the road, schools and health centers near the road. But away from the road, Right Honorable Speaker, electricity is not there. Now, what has happened is that schools, P7 schools in the constituency, do not perform because there is no light in schools, and then...
Sorry. Yes. Viola, Anua, Ricky, then Ginger, woman MP Ginger, and then woman MP Wenju.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Namanya Viola, woman member of parliament in Ntungamo district. Right Honorable Speaker, my people of Ntungamo have been complaining about the extension of electricity. Electricity that we have is mainly on the main road and in some few centers. I want to request the Ministry of Energy to put electricity in deeper areas. As we are talking to my colleagues and they were telling me, Ntungamo, you're okay, do not talk. My people put me here to represent them. We are not okay. The pain of a family is known by an inner member of that family. I request the ministry to go to Ntungamo and help our people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Right Honorable Speaker, in 2024, Ministry of Energy took a survey in Agago district, especially Agago West constituency where I represent, in Ulube Trading Center and Ulube Primary School, and also in Achuru Trading Center, a very busy center with a health center, a primary school. Up to now, the project has not taken off. They were supposed to put a transformer to help our people. Right Honorable Speaker, electricity is no more a luxury. It's a necessity to drive development. And that is why honorable members of parliament are demanding for electricity in their constituency to bring development. Right Honorable Speaker, this is a critical issue since...
Thank you. Yes, I had picked Ginger.
Thank you.
Then followed by Chegegwa.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Peace Tibiaze.
Then Gomba. Yeah, sorry, you can start afresh. Just switch on afresh.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Peace Tibiaze, Ginger District Woman MP. Right Honorable Speaker, when you come up to speak about Ginger District, everyone thinks that Ginger is doing well. We need to differentiate between Ginger District and Ginger City. Ginger District is a tourism industry where we have Usowoko Falls, Intanda Falls, but all these these sites do not have electricity. Then when we come to the presidential hub, each time we are having graduates who come out of the presidential hub, who we have to empower with small businesses, but then we are giving them machines without even having electricity.
Woman MP Wenju, then Chegegwa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. By record, I'm Annette Namara OSB Mukama, woman member of parliament, Buheju district. I start by thanking the ministry for what he has said. When he was briefing us, he said communities where wires are passing up, they are going to start coming and connect those people. In Buheju, wires are just passing up to other communities, we just see them as flowers. So when he said it, I was very happy. On the other side, Buheju, we are still in darkness, Mr. Speaker. We are still in darkness. Some areas don't have electricity, some have never seen electricity. Yet we are competing with the other districts. So I request the ministry to come back and revisit our districts and see how we are doing. On top of that, Buheju, it's a hilly district. We have had rich areas. So through you, Speaker, I'm requesting the ministry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Chegegwa, Gomba, then Tororo. Yeah.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, the issue of power
It's a very big issue in my constituency, Chaka Central. Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, the issue of power, it's a very big issue in my constituency, Chaka Central. The survey was made 3 years. The survey was made 3 years back in areas of Mahanami, Musomba, Rukara, Kasenene, up to Kakabara Town Council. The drawings were made and were delivered on ground. Nothing has happened. We came with a team from our area who are investors, have put up hotels. We visited the minister's office, and a very good minister promised us a transformer 2 years back. The transformer is not yet delivered. Now we cannot cross that area because these people see wires crossing their villages and their hotels going to the settlement, and the settlement is lighting. So they are asking, who is supposed to benefit first?
Thank you. Gomba. Then Tororo.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In 2009.
Then Tororo.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In 2019, a survey was done in Gomba West constituency. It covered, it came from Madu, Degea, Nachtemberu, Aweba, Sororo, and went up to Chai. But nothing has been done on that particular line. And recently we got a solar company coming to give some power in Chai, but it isn't going to give it to all the places. They're beginning with the school. So I'm being asked, because that's on the road to my home, as to what happened. Also in Kabula Soke sub-county, there is vandalism, and we need assistance in that regard. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tororo, and then this honorable lady. Yeah.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. For the purpose of record, I'm George Okecho, representing the people of Tororo, West Budama, South County. My question goes to the Honorable Minister. We need to find a way how we can handle the issue of transformers. The forensic audit must be done, because these transformers in the whole of my constituency, the 7 sub-counties I'm representing, Osia, Ojilai, Rubongi, and Iolwa, the whole transformers are completely gone. They are not working for the last 2 months. And my query is, are these transformers new, or they bring for us all the transformers? We need to handle that one. Then the issue of compensation. My church, which I pray from, that is Katerema Church of Uganda, you are evicting us without the compensation. I need an answer to that effect. Then the issue of blackout. I'm being surrounded by most of the industries, Toro Cement, Simba Cement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, the lady.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Babula Noel Kataike Matilda, Woman MP, Budaka District. It is a challenge to explain to my constituents why they live in darkness, yet they have electricity poles standing in their villages. And for those fortunate enough to have electricity, there is a lot of frequent and prolonged blackouts. Now, my concern is mostly with the health centers, where most babies are delivered at night. It is a challenge for the health workers, especially when they have to perform emergency Caesar operations. I would like to appeal to the Minister of Energy to bring electricity to my district of Budaka. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and your colleague. Yes.
Thank you, the Right Honorable. I am Tony Ron, Member of Parliament, Kwania County, for record purposes. I rise here to give a submission for my people of Kwania County, arising from the presentation by the Minister of Energy. Early this year, around March, there were remaining places that had not got power, and the team from his office went and surveyed my different sub-counties. For example, Etekibe Trading Center, they surveyed. They went to Tora Trading Center. They went to Anamobola Trading Center. They went to Telwa, all those other places.
My question is, does your work only end with surveying places? Because after doing the survey, the technical people told us that we would give them only 2 weeks, they would get back and start the work. That is why I'm rising up here, because my people now look at me as not following up on the matter which...
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Wokuri Geoffrey is by name, representing the people of Bungoma South County, Mbale District. In addition to the highest number of faulty transformers, Right Honorable Speaker, are found in Bungoma South County, Mbale District. But also, I wanted to, through you, to inform the Minister that between 2022 and 2024, people paid for no polo service at 20,000 shillings. Those who have wires, up to date, they are not connected. And in the previous statement last week, the minister indicated that this time they are going to pay 26,000 for no polo service. How do you account for the first money? Actually, they were wondering whether Balaam can reach UE.
Thank you. Yes, Ajibisaso, then Rutera, then Bugendera.
Thank you, Right
Then the Honorable Lady next to, yes, Buyende, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Abdul Bisaso once again. To the Minister of Energy, whereas many places in Kasanda South do not have power, there is already a line that was built by government from Kasanda to Kalwana. It is not commissioned for the last 7 years and beyond. Secondly, Kasanda harbors the largest mine deposits, mineral deposits. But up to today, many mining areas do not have power. Yet power is very important in mining as mines generate revenue to the government. I request that the minister, as mines generate revenue to the government, I request that the minister prioritizes the mining areas of Kasanda such that government can earn more revenue. I thank you.
Thank you. Yes. It was Ruteraho, then Buyende, then...
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to thank the Minister for what he's doing. But in 2022, we had a very good project, hydroelectric power at Chikagat border. When they came, inside him he knows, they promised us electricity to start with us before even going to Tanzania. But our disappointment, we have good structured health centers. One of them is Kakamba in Isinjiro, in Bukanga North, and Chargaju in Isinjiro North. But those two health centers are well structured, there is no power, and even people know they don't go there. And our neighbors there, they start criticizing the government that they have good structured health centers, but they are homes of the birds. Really, and the ministers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. I'm Namlondo Sarah, Woman Representative, Buyende District. My issue is we have healthy centers, but when you move around Buyende, we are only 2.56% coverage for the whole district. We have healthy centers like Mponde, which is even a very, very busy trading center, Kabonge, and many others, plus Nkone. We have those ones, but there is no power. Then the seed schools that have been constructed. We have Irundu, the transformer was picked. I don't know why. And then we are in the sub-county as a seed school. We also don't have power there. So, Honorable Minister, I please pray that we be considered when you...
Thank you. Yes, so wait.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, in the presentation of...
So wait.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, in the presentation of the Minister, he mentioned of the project regarding the Get Fit project. Now, the intention of the Get Fit project was to supply electricity to those communities that were surrounding the main hydropower plants. Busongora County North, for example, has 5 main power plants. Unfortunately, Honorable Minister, most of the communities around these power plants do not have electricity. What happened to the Get Fit project in that regard? Secondly, the projects which the minister presented, most of them are being supported by either the donors or...
Thank you. Yes. I had already picked. No, I wanted, you know, colleagues, when you have elders here, I made an elder stand up many times. Mejaguma. And then Karwanga. No, Alenyo, then Karwanga.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Both sides of the House, I'm Mejaguma from Uganda, North. Both sides of the House are in total agreement, very unbelievable unanimity between the opposition and the government side that the country requires power. And the people of Ruhinda North also, through you also, require power. The Prime Minister is here, so for me, I would request that, and I know Mzee Museveni, the President of this country, talks to you, just help the Minister. You source alone, government sources alone. I have ever said it here, and we finish this matter once and for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Arenyo.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Marshal Alenyo, Jonam County. Honorable Speaker, in Pakwach we have 42,902 households. Of those households, only about 3,000 are on the grid. The issue of the power lines passing over the Jonams going to Madokolo causes a lot of stampede. Honorable Speaker, this phenomenon of power lines passing through the community, yet the people down don't have power, creates a lot of anxiety on the community that is down. That's one of the biggest issues we are facing in Jonam. My request to the ministry is that they should give us transformers, try as much as possible to connect our people, and we have health centers, we have schools, we have all those places which are not connected. But also the minister has to visit Ghana so that they see how urban people pay so that they subsidize the rural people. If the minister goes to Ghana, he'll become with a better formula. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Karwanga.
Thank you,
and then
Mr.
Honorable
Speaker.
Chan Patra.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in 2015, the government gave us a line from Mitiana to Kanoni. But there's a lot of complaints, and I almost lost within those two sub-counties. They need their compensation. So I would like the Honorable Minister to come up and take over that challenge. It's now crystal clear that the Ministry of Energy is the one responsible for all the challenges that other ministries are facing. When you look at the Ministry of Trade, they are crying because of electricity. The Ministry of Agriculture is also crying because of electricity they're facing. When you look at the Ministry of Trade, they are crying because of electricity. The Ministry of Agriculture is also crying because of electricity. The Education, the Health Ministry, they are all crying because of electricity. Honorable Minister, can you come up and help us, save us from this quagmire we are in? Because I know at the end of the day, you can save us. If not, Honorable Speaker, please, like he has requested the elder, come up and help us. Because all the challenges can save us. If not, Honorable Speaker, please, like he has requested the elder, come up and help us. Because all the challenges.
Thank you. Honorable Bachan, then Honorable Kwizera.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, lack of electricity today is beyond an infrastructure problem. It's a serious economic and social development issue. Mr. Speaker, most settlers in urban areas are migrants from rural areas looking for stable and reliable utilities, water and electricity. It is very unfortunate that even in the urban centers, Apache municipality inclusive, Mr. Speaker, has less than 15% connectivity to the households. Mr. Speaker, this causes a lot of problems. One, including increased insecurity. Mr. Speaker, during power outages, our streets, our buildings, our corridors are poorly lit, increasing the potential for robbery, crimes in many aspects. Mr. Speaker, number two, water and sanitation problems. Most of the water plants in urban areas are powered by electricity. So during power outages, water distribution are interrupted, causing a lot of problems.
Thank you. Honorable Kwizera.
Right, Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, I beg that you give me another minute because...
First utilize the one I've
now, Honorable Speaker, non-compliance to the Electricity Act, Cap 157, is the one that has caused all of these problems. Section 63 says the minister shall prepare sustainable and coordinated rural electrification strategy plan, present it to cabinet and bring it to parliament, which is not there. Then when you go to section 64, electricity development fund, the government shall establish electricity development fund. 66 says there will be a database. Based on what is being debated, Honorable Speaker, you can see that there is a generic problem. And in the 9th Parliament, Parliament had recommended and adopted that this ministry be a...
Since you used half of your minute complaining, you can
that this Ministry of Energy would be standalone, such that it is not conflicting for resources with petroleum, because the resources which are there are not sufficient. There is also a conflict between the Ministry of Energy and the agencies implementing the rural electrification, like Uganda Electricity Distribution Company, which does not get money from government. It gets money from the tariff, and now the tariff goes up. So, Honorable Minister, let us comply with the law. I thank you.
Thank you. Now, colleagues, I use Honorable Janensi as a reference. I don't want people of Kashonji. We saw the speaker reprimanding you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Janensi Mramia from Kashonji County. Kashonji has very many challenges. One, we have parishes that don't have power at all. These include Bweza Parish, Chigando Parish, and Rwenju Parish. Mr. Speaker, there are many other high-growth centers, including Echkoni, which has more than 10 cooling machines. They don't have power. We have Biembogo, we have Kagando, we have Mabare, and many other places. Mr. Speaker, there are many people who are complaining. They paid for their power, they connected into their homes, but they cannot be connected. The reason being given, there are no meters in the centers. Mr. Speaker, there are many other, I have 3 transformers that are not connected to the national grid. I request the Honorable Minister of Energy, please give us consideration for Kashonji.
Thank you. Now, colleagues, a quarter of this House has debated this matter. I think 109 colleagues. You can see we've spent 4 weeks on the State of the Nation, but we've reached 200. So here we have had 109 members submitting on this matter. Please allow me that we make progress. Honorable Minister, I don't think you will answer. I don't know how you're going to structure your answers. Kindly, the floor is yours, but in 5 minutes you can give us a response and you guide.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I would wish to appreciate the members for all the questions and the submissions. Electricity is enabler for development. We are all aware that the moment electricity goes to a community or a village, it contributes to development of that village. So it is the reason why there is a demand for electricity everywhere. Number 2, we have a strategy for rural electrification. The electrification is going to be in two forms. One, the grid, which stands currently at 24.4%, and 38% is off-grid, giving us a total of connectivity of 62.4%. And what is the plan? The plan is to have the whole country connected by 2030. Connected to one form, either grid or off-grid. And off-grid is simpler to reach to those especially distant areas from the grid. As I said, the cost of connecting, extending medium voltage is at 100 million shillings per kilometer. And somebody here actually said he was asked for about 300,000 to connect about one kilometer. That is if you went to the private electricity companies, you will actually get that type of figure. Now, what is the strategy? Where do we start from? We started with, does every district headquarters have electricity? There are only a few districts which are not connected to electricity. Ubongi, and then you find Buvuma. They are not connected to electricity. A majority of them are actually connected. Then we said, can we have every city connected? All the cities are connected. We moved from now the cities to the sub-counties. The project which you have heard being talked about, the sub-county project, which Kefa was referring to, there are new sub-counties which are not connected. We have over 600 sub-counties, and we have about 200 sub-counties which are not connected. And we have plans to reach those sub-counties. Now, we have got to move to the sub-counties, to the parishes. Many of you are saying our parishes are not connected. We are aware about it. A parish doesn't have a headquarters. How do we plan to reach the parishes? We intend to take electricity. We know every sub-county has got a primary school. We are targeting to take electricity to the primary schools at the sub-county, at the parish level. Once electricity reaches a school in a parish, then we shall have reached that parish with electrification. We intend to reach the health centers. If we take electricity to a health center, which is in a parish, we actually count that electricity has reached those parishes. Now, overall, where is our priority? Our priority is going to be, how do we use electricity for productive purposes? How do we get the tenfold growth strategy delivered using electricity? There are two approaches. One, we are going to look at where is agriculture. The small factories which are being cited in our discussions, those are centers which are going to cause growth in those parishes, which is going to cause growth in the communities. And then the second one, tourist sites. We are going to focus on delivering electricity to those sub-counties and districts where there is tourism, deliberately, because we want to address the tenfold economic growth. And then we are going to be looking at mines. The colleague who said Kasanda doesn't have electricity and is a key mining area, we are going to focus delivering power to the mines, and then we are going to focus delivering power to industrial parks. This is going to be our priority areas. And then the last one, how do we take power now to science-based establishments? Schools are science-based. That's where we get the children to learn science. We are going to take electricity to those centers. This is a strategy which we are following, but taking electricity to every household may not be possible now. We have got to move by priority. What do we do now? What can we do tomorrow? And by 2030, we have a target to reach every household. Right Honorable Speaker, there are so many questions which have been asked here. If you may allow, through you, I'm going to request the members, I will be inviting you to, by your zones, to the ministry where we can sit to discuss what plans we have for your zone. We have a proposal, we have 18 zones, and we want to do this before the end of September, such that by the time we go to the next budget, we shall have actually captured your demands, and you'll have understood what projects have been completed in your zone, what projects are going on, and what are the plans which are in the offing for your zone, and then we shall be able to capture those areas which we shall have not captured. The surveys that we continue carrying out are actually surveys to enable us plan better. There are those projects which are ongoing. The surveys are done to confirm the sites which have been identified. Surveys are also done to enable us capture the schools, the health which have been identified. Surveys are also done to enable us capture the schools, the health centers which are our priority. So, colleagues, which are our priority. So, colleagues, if you accept, I will be starting to invite you by the fourth week of August, and I expect by October, all of you will have had a presentation of the ministry by your zones. And we shall not only be doing for electricity, we shall also be telling you about minerals.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
So thank you very much, Honourable Speaker.
So let the Committee on Natural Resources be following up on this matter. Thank you, Honourable Minister.
So thank you very much, Honourable Speaker.
So let the Committee on Natural Resources be following up on this matter. Honourable Margaret Etiru reached out to me. She's talking about health centers and hospitals. We need to see a way of ensuring their power is not cut off in a time. Colleagues, I'm going to suspend the House for 30 minutes. That is, we are returning at 2:35 to continue with the House. 10 minutes. That is, we are returning at 2:35 to continue with the House. That's when we shall handle matters of national importance and the rest. Thank you. Handle matters of national importance and the rest. Thank you.